What is up, everyone? Flash from Flash Hobbies, and we are continuing the Flash Hobbies RC collection for 2020. Alright, so this is probably, it's weird to say, but I think it's my favorite truck out of my entire collection. And it's funny because I don't even treat it like that. It's still got dirt and stuff from the last run. This is the Flash Hobbies trophy truck. I think this is one of my favorite ones because this was the second truck that was built for the channel as far as trophy trucks. The first one I built myself. I did not build this one. I wish I had that kind of craftsmanship and will to do it, but I don't. So I pay people to make stuff for me. Being in the cage, someone made the cage for me. The body here is, I can't remember what year it is, but it's the old style Raptor body, Flowtech, and it's got all these dings and scratches and stuff, but it's my baby. I love this truck. I painted it myself. I did all the stenciling and the painting and stuff, so I really like the way this truck came out as far as the paint job. It really matches the Flash Hobbies, kind of like lightning bolt streaks going around and stuff. So here's the interior. It's a all steel cage. It's TIG welded. Probably one of my favorites because of the workmanship on it. Like, it is smoothed down. There's no like pockets of metal on the corners and stuff. Everything's just very nicely done. And no expense was spared.
Really spectacular. Spared no expense. Spared no expense. Spared no.
Went all out. Really went all out and decked out. Like, well, I'll just start naming prices on stuff so you can see. Cage alone was $500 with the chassis, and that's it. $60 for the Proline LED bar, and then we have Power Strokes in the front from Proline. Those are what, $50 for the set. All aluminum Traxxas, shock tower, metal concepts front arms, Traxxas, aluminum turnbuckle and casters, all this stuff. I de-anodized all of it. They came all colored, and I basically polished it down and made it chrome. 2.2 Chinkish bead locks from eBay. That I will cheap out on because I am not spending $200 on wheels. These look just as good, run just as good, never had any issues with them. In the rear, we're running the Metal Concepts RC rear axle. That's $160. The front arms, I forgot to mention, I think they're like $50, $60. The Metal Concepts RC rear trailing arms, again, I think those are like $40 maybe. So, I mean, there is some money tied up in this truck, but I absolutely love it. It's very reliable. Never had any issues with it. So on this one, I'm running a Hobbywing 4700 kV with an SC8 ESC, I believe, and it puts out a lot of power. So much power that I actually broke a freaking metal drive shaft the last time I took it out. So that's how much power this thing is putting out. I have an FLM all metal transmission. I think that transmission is like $100 by itself. We have faux rotors on all four corners. It's funny because you can barely see them on the inside of the wheel, like if that's even noticeable at all to you guys. We're running the Yeti rear shocks with a dual nitro spring. So this was early on in my career when I was getting into the trophy trucks, and I really didn't know how to dial in the suspensions too much. So I improvised. I didn't know about shock links and shock rebound rates and stuff like that. So I bought two Rustler rear nitro springs and put them in there, and it's actually worked out really well. It's a very plush ride. The links here are Metal Concepts RC as well. The rear wheels match the ones in the front. I do have the sand paddles on there, and they're freaking awesome. This thing just rips through the dirt, and it'll actually wheelie. This thing weighs about 14 pounds, and it'll wheelie like nothing. Like, it's just a little 5-6 pound Rustler. It's crazy. The battery sits under these wheels, and basically you just unscrew a nut and you can pop out your battery. I have some shock bypass shock reserves that I made, and also just a custom radiator vent that's on the back. Really, the most recent addition to this truck was this interior. I actually bought a used RC lot not too long ago, and it came with this, and it's funny because it kind of matched the red and yellow. There's some green in there and stuff, but it matched the truck pretty nicely. So I went ahead and did that and cut the interior. This is actually from an Axial Yeti Score 1/8. Had to do a lot of trimming to fit it in there, but it's in there. And the good thing is I don't really have to go inside of here for anything. Everything has full access. Let's see if this has any battery left. Yeah, I have the light bar hooked up to a 9-volt battery. which I probably need to replace pretty soon. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Sorry this one was a little messy. I'm showing you that my collection does get used. It doesn't just sit on the shelf all the time. As much as I'd like to use this every day, you know, it's kind of hard to get to all of the RCs all the time. But, you know, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I always answer back. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit notifications. We'll see you on the next one.